I have done.
The today topic is we'll discuss about the multi-member physical file. Okay. So far we created the physical file. Okay. We given the DDS. In the DDS we mentioned the employee name, number, and address. You insert the data as well. So now what is a multi-member physical file? Okay. Just take a scenario. I have a company called ABC. Okay. I have a employees. Okay. So I have five employees. Okay. So I have to pay the salary for them, right? But I wanted to make a records, like I wanted to make Jan information and Feb information and March information, April information, May information, June information separately. Okay. For example, I have a some salary file called physical file, and I also have the employee name, employee number, employee salary. Okay. The month of salary, which month salary. Okay. So these are the four fields, the four field information. I wanted to make it separate. I wanted to maintain separately for the Jan information data, Feb information data, March information data. Okay. But I don't want to create a separate physical file for the Jan, Feb, March, because if I create such a way, it will be 12 files again. I don't want it to create a separate file each month. Instead of that, I wanted to make it a separate data structure will be the same for every month. Okay. For John also it have the employee name, number, and salary and month of the salary. And February also I need a employee name, number, and salary and month of the salary. The four fields are same for the every month, but I wanted to maintain a data separately. I don't want to mix up the data into the single physical file. Also I don't want to create a 12 physical files. Okay. So in that case, the multi-member physical file will be help us. Okay. Here structure will be the same, but you wanted to make a data separatedly. Okay. If structure is different, then obviously how to go with the new physical file. Okay. If structure is the same, but you wanted to make the separate data monthly wise, it can be salary or it can be any order information, it can be anything. Okay. If the structure is same and you wanted to make it a separate data, okay, based on your requirement, you can go with the multi-member physical file. If it is a different structure, definitely you have to create a new physical file. Okay. So normally when create the physical file, so normally we usually created the physical file, right? So we use the CRTPF there. If you, there itself it is the by default one member is there. Okay. So by default one member is there. So the file can have the more than one members as well. Okay. So how you can add that members by using the add pfm, add physical file member. We can add multiple members. How many members you can add maximum? So what are the member count you given for that file? Okay. So what is the member count you can given? So those many members you can give. So where we can given that count of member, that we can discuss it. Okay. The member it's have the own data path and access path. So these are the some bullet points. So there is a one important parameter called the max members. So which decided whether that file can be multi-member file or not at time of file creation. So by using CRTPF, there you can see the max members one parameters. Okay. If you mention their member count 10, 12, or more than one, okay, greater than one, so that will be called as a multi-member physical file. If cannot given any member, the file itself the member, okay, file itself have the one member. What is that member name? File name as a member name. Okay. So if you're not given any member count, file itself the member name will be same as the file name. Okay. So that is the multi-member physical file. Okay. So next we can yeah, let's go and create a multi-member physical file. I'm opening the S400. So work MBR PDM. Why work MBR PDM is required? So if you wanted to write any source, any DDS, first you have to know the place where you wanted to write that. Okay. In work MBR PDM, you have to give the library name and source physical file name. So that there you can create a multi-member physical file. So just enter it. So this is a my source physical file name and library. So I wanted to create a salary file. It is a pf. Okay, so here what I wanted to need, IPPF you can enter here, record format salary, or this is my record format. Here I wanted to emp name, employee name, so you can give 10 a. And next I want emp number, employee number, here I can give 5 as 0. Next emp salary, how much it is a salary, I wanted to give 10. Yes, 2 I'll give. Next emp sal month I'll give. Okay, salary month, what is a month of salary, here I just give 3. Yeah, enter. So here I make a employee number as a key field, emp number as a key field, enter. Okay, so for example, this is a DDS, you wanted to add a one more field in between 2 and 3. What you can do, you can take I enter, I means inside the line. Okay, then you can take F4, and here you can add the one more field. So maybe emp mob mobile number, you can add it, then as. So like this you can add the member, any field like this you can add the any field in between of any field you already defined. Okay, for example, you can also another way, either you can use I enter, take F4, here you can type, or else you can simply, what you can do, you can just repeat this line. This line is the right, you can repeat RP enter, then you can change the information. Okay, emp dob something, and you can use data type. So this is also, you can repeat the line, you can change the details. And one more thing, what you can do, you can just, for example, that employee, this name is there, right? I wanted to move it after dob. What you can do, you can just give m, and where you wanted to move after dob, a move, m means move, a means after that line, just enter. Okay, it will be moved. So like this you can move the field, move, and after here. And if you wanted to copy also, you can copy, just see where you wanted to copy. After mob I wanted to copy, see, a enter. So you can copy here. Okay, if you wanted to delete, you can delete it. Okay, for example, if I wanted to delete multiple lines, you can delete to 2.01 and 2.03. You can give dd from where you want, this is the beginning of line I wanted to delete, and where is the end of line. So how many lines you wanted to delete it, I wanted to delete it this 2 lines. Okay, you can just give dd, enter. Okay, so for example, I wanted to delete from 1 to 6. From here total I wanted to delete it. You can delete it. Okay. So like this you can do. IPPF. I'm just creating again. Or is there? So PMP name 10 enter. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll just repeat this line, and I can do EMP, change the details. EMP number. EMP number 5 is 0. Okay. Next, if I wanted to repeat 2 times, RP2, it will be repeated 2 times. How many time? How much number you given after RP? So those many lines will be repeated. Employee number, then employee, what employee sal I want. Next, sal employee, sal month. Okay, this 10 is 2, and this is a month 3A. Okay, enter. And here what you can do, IPPF K. Next, EMP number, enter. Okay, that's it. I just created the EMP name, number, salary, and salary of month. I made EMP number as a key field. Okay, and also I don't want to make it a duplicate entry. For that, what I can do, IPPF, I just add the unique keyword here, unique keyword, enter, enter. Okay, that's all. You can just file it, and you can compile it. Salary file you can compile here. 14 is a shortcut, or either you can also use the CRTPF. So you can also give the CRTPF here. Okay, so you can use 14 option and take F4, the same command will be come here. And here you can see what is there. You can take F10 is the additional parameters. You can see, right? F10 is additional parameters. F10. Okay. Page down. There you can see max members. How many are there here? One. That is why this file itself, it is a member. Okay. So what is that member name? File name is a member name. I wanted to create this file as a multi-member physical file, right? So that what I will give, I'll give this as a 12. So that because I wanted to make it a employee salary information monthly wise. So 12 months are there. That is why I given the maximum members are the 12. Okay. While creating file itself, you can increment the members. Okay. Next, here you can see there is a some member. Here it is a file library, and what is the source member is, it is taking as a salary only. Okay. My first member name is a salary. Okay. So first member name is a salary. You can enter this. So now salary is created. Okay, how many members are there? 12. Okay, file is created. Since you are created this salary, you know the how many members are there. For example, there is a file that already created in the system very long back, and you wanted to know how many members are there for that specific file. How you can do? You can take a command dspfd salary, enter. So go bottom, B for bottom, enter. Okay, here you can see how many members are there. Somewhere you can see total members. See the total members, still it is showing one. Okay, total number of members, it is showing one by one. DSPFD. Let me compile it again. 14 F4 F10, page down. How many members are there here? Just a minute. Still one. Why? Should be 12. Enter. Yes. Enter. Now check how many members are there. Still it is showing one member only. Okay, fine. Why it is showing one member? CRTPF additional member is one. Enter. Okay, I think it is not reflecting here, but we can change that member another way. So what you can do, the file is created. Okay, while creating the CRTPF, we given the member is a 12, but it is not accepting. I don't know why. Okay, but there is another way to, you can change the members as well. Okay, there is one command called chgpf. Okay, chgpf, it is a change physical file attribute. Okay, here what you have to give, take an F4, give the salary here, enter. What is here? Library. Give your library and give your source physical file name. Here uddssrc1, and give again your library. Take F10. Here you can see the max members are there, right? Here 12. You can give 12. Enter. So DSPFD. I think okay. It is giving bad. How many members are there? That is giving total number of members means currently we are not added any other member, right? Members are 12. 12 it is the count. How many members it accept? Maximum 12. But so far we are not added any member. So that is why it's showing the one member, because file itself member. That is why it's showing one. Okay. And somewhere you can see how many members it is there. Maximum members count you can see in here. Okay. Max you can search. See the maximum members here, you can see 12. Okay, it also accepting the CRTPF. Okay, the count it is showing at bottom how many members you added into this specific physical file. So far we have only one member called salary. That member information you can see here. Okay, because we are not added any member yet, that is why it's showing the one. And how many maximum members it will be allowed, that information you can see here. Maximum members here 12, it can be accept 12 members. So so far, we created the DDS of salary file and we have only one member. But what is our requirement? We needed 12 members like Jan, Feb, March. How can add that member to the salary file? You can use add PFM, add physical file number, take F4, salary, and give the library. And here you can give the Jan. Jan is a member. And also if you take F9, what are the command you performed, the latest command, so that will be comes. Okay, if you take F9, F9 means what here? Retrieve. Okay, retrieve the last action. Take F4 and add another member called Feb, and again take F9 and F4, add another member called March, MAR. Okay, I added three members. Okay, I just added the members. Now go and DSPFD, check salary, go bottom. Now you can see how many members are there. Four. Already one member are there, that is the by default the file name. And I added three members called Jan, Feb, March. Now members are, total members are four. Is there any records in your member? There is no records. Do you have any deleted records? No records. When that member got created, so this is the member got created, time and date. Okay, so this is how you can see the members information. So for example, you joined the project recently, there is a multi-member physical file, you don't know how many members are there into that file. You don't know how what time those are created, either those members having the data or not. This is a command to check the member information of the file. Okay, so you can also check DSPFD directly star MBR LST. Sorry, so DSP salary, and in the bracket you can mention star MBR LST, I guess. So this also give the members information. And type here. Here you can take F4. This one you can give. It will give the direct member list. Okay. So no additional information. It will give the only members list. So if you wanted to get directly, this is the way. What is the command? DSPFD salary type. You have to mention the star MBR LST. Okay. So this is a command. So now what is other? What is our next action? You have a DDS, you have a different members. Now you have to insert the data to January. Okay, I wanted to insert the data for only January. How you can do? You can take UPD DTA, take a 4, here give the salary file, star LIBL, it will take automatically. What is a member? For Jan member, I wanted to mention the Jan data. So member, you should mention the Jan, then only you can insert the data for the Jan member only. Enter. Here what is employee name? One. So employee name I take Ram, and salary I'll take something. Okay, and salary of month Jan. Two. Rahim, and salary I'll take something here. Salary month Jan. And three. Salary month I'll take. Okay. So this is the Jan data. I inserted the three records for the Jan. Okay, enter. So if you do, now I wanted to insert data for February as well. Okay, so same. If you take F9, the last action F4. Here you have to give the Feb. Okay, instead of Jan, you have to give the Feb so that you can insert the data for February month. Enter. So here employee number one, Ram, employee salary. In that he'll get something. This one is Feb. 2 prime salary. This is Feb. 3 salary. This is also Feb. Okay. F3, enter. Now I wanted to insert data for March. F9, F4. Here you have to change MAR March. Enter. Okay. employee name 1, Ram, salary, MAR, March. 2, Rahim, salary, MAR, March. 3, salary, MAR, March, enter. Okay, take F3, enter. So now we insert the data for three members. What are those members? Jan, Feb, March. Okay, we have the similar DDS, but we separated the data by using the members. Structure is same, but data is different. Okay, so now I wanted to see the data. Run query star and salary file. If we enter, you don't see any data, because what is the first member for salary file? Salary. By default, file name is the first member. Okay, so that is why we are not inserted any data for the salary member, but we are inserted the data for Jan, Feb, March member. Okay, then what you have to do, take F12. So you wanted to see the data for specific member. Which member? Here you can see the member, right? I wanted to see the data for January member. You can give Jan, enter. So now you can see there is a Jan information, right? I think N is missed while typing. It is N is missed. This is a January information. Okay, so now I wanted to see the Feb data as well. F4. Here you can give the Feb, enter. So this is a February information, right? You can see, right? So now if I wanted to see the March, you can see MAR, March, enter. See, so you can see, right, March information. So this is how structure will be same. So employee name, number, and salary and month, structure will be the same. But what is the difference here? Only data is difference. How you can increment the members? By using the CRTPF salary. So there we have a called max members. Max members is there, right? Here you can increment the members of the file. Okay, so once it is incremented, you can able to add the members. How you can add PFM is a member. If I wanted to remove the member, okay, RMVM is the remove member. RMVM F4, for which file? Salary file. Which member I wanted to remove? I wanted to remove March member, enter. Okay, March is removed from the salary. So now you can go and DSPFD. I wanted to check either really removed or not. DSPFD, enter, go bottom. You can see Feb and Jan is there. March got removed. Now you can see the total members is 3. Okay. Only you can create the physical file by using the CRTPF. There itself you can add the members, how many members you wanted to add it. Once it is created, by using the add PFM command, you can add the member. And by using UPD there you have to explicitly mention the member name for which member you are feeding the data. Okay, so once you given the data, you if you wanted to see run query star n, there you have to explicitly give the member name. Okay, and once it is done, if you wanted to remove it, you can use the RMVM, remove member. Okay, so this is a multi-member physical